The temporary reopening of restaurants came as a cold comfort for this business owner. President Cyril Ramaphosa's most recent restrictions are a threat to the establishment's stability. Although the announcement came as a shock, owner Mark Goldberg says he understands the country's current crisis.
I do believe it's necessary, and I do understand why the president is doing what he's doing, and I do get that it's necessary to keep the numbers low, to stop the spread, but it impacts us in a huge way. Alcohol is our number one seller. It's the reason people come out. They come have a good pizza, have a few drinks. It's a good time, it's a social place, and that is going to hurt us in a way that I can't even comprehend, especially for the waiters who rely on the commissions, on the tips, and it impacts us all.
The revised curfew is also a stumbling block.
8 o'clock doesn't give people an opportunity to have dinner. They literally have to shove their meal down their throats and pack up and go so they can be home before 9 o'clock. We'll get through it. We got through the last one. We'll get through this one. We've got, thank God, a very good client base and people who support us all the time. And they'll be back. I'm certain of that. But it's a matter of how long can we keep these in place to make sure that we actually sustain the business.
Here at Greenside, I can say on this street, there are so many restaurants that they had shut down, and most of people, they've lost their jobs. The reason it's COVID-19, that was the main thing, because most of the people, they shut down that time of lockdown. When you started lockdown, most of shops, they had to close their doors. And the survivors that are still here, it's not easy, I can say. As you walk down the street, you can see it's very quiet.
The same unfortunate reality is seen in Johannesburg's Melville too. Some owners decline to comment, still trying to grasp the news and the possibility of temporarily closing shop. VANESSA Bar and Restaurant opened during lockdown 4 months ago.
Me, myself, I'm not sure. The rest of my colleagues also as well, they're not sure. They're just waiting for the president to see what he has to say. All we have to do is just work hard and just stay strong here in the restaurant to try and make it do at its best every month. So we're just now also waiting patiently as well.
The Restaurant Association of South Africa says this is a complex time for the industry that has not made a full recovery from the previous blow.
We understand that there is decisions that need to be made. We have to support the government. We are certainly here to respect the president's decision. We are respectful of his leadership in moving forward, and it is definitely a situation that is not favourable to our industry. We have got severities that are going to take place. This is putting our industry in a complete panic. There are many discussions that we need to have very, very imminently, discussions with banks, landlords. We need to know what's happening with TERS. We need to understand what's happening with the UIF. We need to mobilise our staff, get our staff on short term. It means that we have to let a lot of staff on short time. We've got to retrench some staff. And we are moving through to the most vulnerable time in our season in the restaurant sector, which is January, February.
Industry players are keeping their fingers crossed, hoping that the adjusted lockdown level 3 will not go beyond the 15th of January. NOSIPHO MNCUBE, SABC News, Johannesburg.